Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's up, family? How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Tariq Elite Show right here live on Ustream. I'm getting it together, everybody. Let everybody know we're doing the show live right now. Got people trickling in the room right now. I was trying to put up something on Instagram. My thing here, my iPhone, saying I don't have enough storage to take a picture and put it up on Instagram. So that's what took me a few seconds longer to get on the air live. But we're here. We are live right now. Let me look in the chat room, see who's in the chat room. We're piling up in the room. What's up? We got Justin, It's So Gone, Brandon, Lauderhill, Anthology. A lot of folks coming in the room already. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Tonight is going to be a fun and informative show. I got my So Awesome It Hurts shirt. All right. Let me get the phone lines going. Let me get that cracking before I forget. And I got to figure out how to clear some of the storage on my phone, because I can't take pictures like I want to. I'm going to dump a lot of these pictures after I do the show to get them off my phone and all that good stuff. Don't forget, people, go to hiddencolors.com, hiddencolorsfilm.com. That's hiddencolorsfilm.com. What am I looking for? hiddencolorsfilm.com to get the movies Hidden Colors 1 through 3. And go to tariqelite.com to get all that fresh fly gear, ladies and gentlemen. And the room is packing up. I'm just getting the Skype phone lines popping, getting everything set up while I'm talking to the family. Some of this light off my face. This light is hurting my eyes. All right. So what is going on, everybody? I know some people are looking at the game still. The phone line number is 818-850-5404. Oh, I'm going to talk about the Cliven Bundy. Talk about the Snoop Iggy Azalea. The Dear. Yeah, that Dear White People project, I heard about that too. I saw little bits and pieces of it. So I got to check the whole thing out to see where it's coming. It's like a comedy, satire type of movie. So I got to really peep it before I can really give a good assessment of what's going on with it. But for those who don't know, if you listen to the show, you know about Snoop Dogg and Izzy, whatever her name, Azalea, Izzy, Iggy, whatever her name is. The white female rapper, Snoop Dogg, got into a verbal sparring match with her because he put up a picture of a black albino person and said, this is what Iggy looks like without makeup, because there were pictures that TMZ took of Iggy without her makeup and she looked real plain. So Snoop, he makes a lot of jokes, and again, I talked about this on my Wednesday show, and she got her feathers ruffled, and it got to the point where T.I. had to call Snoop and kind of get him to bury the hatchet, and Snoop apologized, and everything was everything. So some people are kind of making more out of it. People are trying to take advantage of the situation for attention. And, it's a simple disagreement that two people had, or dissing session that's squashed now. Now, Lord Jamar, he said something very interesting. I didn't hear his whole interview, but he said, somebody just posted this up, Iggy was probably upset that she got compared to an albino black person. That's the thing that ruffled her feathers. And that kind of makes sense when you think about it. Oh, Stacey Dash. Oh, look, the coon train is running amok right now. The coon train is running amok right now. And with Stacey Dash, Stacey is when we look at Stacey Dash, let's not get into what Neely Fuller calls shadow boxing, because with Stacey Dash, they deliberately got her, put her on Fox News, and gave her a script to say a whole bunch of greasy stuff about black folks. So now she can take the blame for saying some crazy stuff about black folks without Fox News looking racist. That's the whole strategy. If you get a person of color, or preferably a black person, to regurgitate white supremacy, your network won't look like the rest haven for white supremacy that many people suspect it to be. So Stacey Dash was just another one of a handful of black people given a script to read to say a bunch of crazy stuff about black folks. And I mean, really, who is Stacey Dash to really give a good assessment of what goes on in the black community as far as socio-political issues? She got on Fox, well, the black minorities in the welfare, and she don't know. She's just saying what she's being told. So I always keep my eye on the white supremacists. Or the suspected white supremacists. So I'm not going to beat up Stacey. I laugh her off. We put her on the coon train, we laugh her off. But to get really bent out of shape over what she's saying, understand it's the white supremacists putting her out there, having her say this stuff. I don't really get too mad at her. You know, I'm not giving her a pass. But I'm looking at the white supremacist who's giving you the airtime. The white supremacist who's writing the script for you. The white supremacist or suspected white supremacist sitting next to you saying, hey, Stacey, what do you feel about minorities? Really? Really? Just understand, when you get on that television, man, they know what you're going to say. They're not going to put you on that television without having a clear idea of what you're going to say. So she's put on there for the purpose of saying greasy stuff about black people. That's the name of the game. What's up, D-Vision? But the coon train is rung amok. Shout out to Jon Stewart from The Daily Show. He had a little, it was like a satire type of debate with Bill O'Reilly. And Bill O'Reilly, I don't take too much, I take what he says seriously for the fact that he has a medium that reaches millions of people, and people who watch and listen to him are the same people who control the lives of black people in America, and that's detrimental in its own right. But I take a lot of stuff he says, I don't get bent out of shape because he's regurgitating suspected white supremacist rhetoric. And Bill O'Reilly's whole thing is there's no such thing as white privilege, and Jon Stewart was breaking the stuff down to him. Now, interestingly enough, Bill O'Reilly, who's going around preaching that there's no white privilege and black folks pull themselves up out their bootstraps and it's the single mothers, that's the problem with black folks, and all of that garbage. It's interesting that Bill O'Reilly grew up, and Jon Stewart pointed this out, Bill O'Reilly grew up in a place called Levittown, New York. And I've talked about Levittown on my show before. I've talked about Levittown. Levittown, there were 3 initial Levitt towns, started by William Levitt and his sons, I think it's his brothers, but there was after the World War II, these were suburbs that were created. These were the first, basically, pre-planned suburban areas. And these suburbs were very, very significant because the enticement of the Levittown suburbs, they weren't even sundown towns. See, a sundown town is a place where black folks had to be out at night. Levittowns, they didn't want you in there, period. They were sundown, sunlight. Your ass wasn't supposed to be in there, period. The original Levittowns, the way they sold these places and made it enticing, because you remember, they built these places off in the cut, off in these areas that were away from the city, and people were like, why should I move here? Well, we got new houses, and guess what? No Negroes are allowed to get in. People rush to those spots. That was the selling point for the Levittowns, that there were no blacks allowed in them. Do your research on Levittown. That's the thing that was enticing about these places. And Levittown, it had in their leasing agreement I mean, up until the late 60s, that no blacks were allowed. They didn't care how much money you had, nothing. You were not allowed. If you're a black person, based on your skin, you just couldn't get into Levittown in none of those suburban areas. And this was the prototype for the modern suburban housing district in America. And those Levittowns set the tone for other suburban areas to be built up that were basically all white. And Ferguson too. Somebody just posted up that link. Ferguson was the same way. That's why we see the attitudes out there in Ferguson. But those Levittowns where Bill O'Reilly grew up, these were all white locations that black people were not allowed to go to. And the thing is, with people like Bill O'Reilly, they try to pretend that racism is gone, but motherfucker, you still alive. You grew up in the rest haven of white supremacy. You grew up, I'm talking to the suspected white supremacists, in places that by public policy didn't allow black folks, so they had this inferior mindset about black people. You grew up in that, and you ain't dead yet, and you still regurgitating all that stuff. You dig? But what's interesting, when people start talking that bootstrap nonsense, remember this: to get those little houses in Levittown and all of these other all-white suburbs, these houses were not that much money, and also you didn't really need any money down. Feel me? You didn't really need that much money. They had the VA loans and the GI Bill loans and all that stuff, so you could get these houses basically for no money down. And what happened was these houses helped build wealth in America for the white dominant society. These houses that black people could not get, that white people, all you had to do was be white with a job, you could get these houses. That created wealth, and that basically created the white middle class in America. You dig? So when I hear people talk all that, well, your bootstraps, how come you black folks don't get it? I'm going to stop. Please stop that bullshit. Because you got all types of handouts and set-asides based on race, and those handouts and set-asides were passed down generationally. I mean, dude, please do your research about those Levittowns. You damn near got them houses for free or no money down. I say that, no money down, and it built equity. So yeah, well, brothers, y'all got to know this stuff. So because what happens with the white supremacists, they start spewing this rhetoric to you so that you won't start campaigning for resources, because that's what the white supremacists do. They share resources among one another. They lock the resources in and share them among each other, and then shame you out of getting them. Shame you out of getting resources or getting any kind of help. Black folks do not get help, and you don't get the help you need as a black person. Welfare isn't help. Because people try to put that welfare bullshit on us when the majority of people on welfare are white. Welfare isn't help. You get welfare when you don't get the real help you need. But man, a lot of the white supremacist rhetoric is getting real heavy. Did y'all see, and I tried to save the video for that show. There's a thing on PBS, and it's a website called the Whiteness Project. For some reason, I can't save the videos. I wanted to play some of the videos here, but I can't save them for some reason. And they don't have too many of the videos on YouTube. But if you can check out the Whiteness Project, please check that out. This will let you know how some suspected white supremacists feel about you right now to this very day. Basically, what they did, this documentary filmmaker, he went around interviewing, he was in Buffalo, New York. He interviewed like 20-something white people and basically wanted to create a dialogue about race. And what's interesting, a lot of people are critical of the Whiteness Project because basically they broke a rule. As a white supremacist, one of the rules in America, and I talked about this in Hidden Colors 3, one of the unwritten rules, white people, when you talk about race, you're not supposed to talk about other white people. That's like an unwritten rule. because you're not supposed to reveal the truth about how you feel. You're supposed to keep your racism hidden. And yeah, man, yeah, James, all these black folks who are on the coon train and making excuses, check out the Whiteness Project. These are just everyday white men and women just talking about race. Just no, they're not Klan members, skinheads, or nothing. Your everyday average Joe, and just look and see what they say about race. Whenever, and I talked about this in Hidden Colors 3, when the dominant society, when they start talking about race, the conversation always goes into what's wrong with black people. And that's basically all they were doing. All they were doing in these interviews was criticizing black folks. Well, I'm white, it doesn't get me anything. I just think those minorities, they just look for handouts and those minorities this. Who saw it? If you saw it, press 1. I wish I could play some of the shit right now. If you saw it, press 1. Did y'all see the one with the lady, the white lady, middle-aged white lady, kind of haggard looking, whatever, who was talking about how black men be coming on to her all the time, how she's scared? Did y'all see that part? Man, if y'all, please somebody find that clip for me so I could download it. Find it, because I can't download it from that website. Oh yeah, there was another lady, the tattoo lady. Dude. Some of this shit, it'll make you pissed for a minute. You're listening to it, and you're going to get pissed. Yeah, the fat white lady. The overweight one. She's like, yeah, I'm friendly to everybody. If I smile at black guys, that's not an invitation for you to come talk to me and stalk me. And a lot of black guys, because I'm voluptuous. I'm like, oh, God. Get the fuck out of here. Man, I wish I could show y'all what she looked like, dude. She's that's that old Jim Crow shit. Like, all the black men are after me. Get the fuck out of here. Get the hell out of here. One lady, white lady, she has a whole bunch of tattoos. She's like, well, I'm discriminated against too. I'm just like black people. I got tattoos, and when I go out, people discriminate against me for my tattoos. They look at me and they stare, so I know what it's like being like a black person. You're looking like, oh, God. Wow. I'm like, lady, your tattoos is a choice. It's like the denial is just so heavy. Oh yeah, DJ Willie. Oh, they think, and that's another thing. Let me explain something to some of you suspected white supremacist females out here. I know you've been told that brothers, no matter what you look like, the brothers are gonna get you. Look, I don't want to bust your bubble, but the only brothers that are fucking with you are broke niggas. All of us are not broke. Brothers who got anything going on, they ain't really fucking with you, the truth be told. I hate to bust your bubble. I really hate to bust your bubble. But yeah, that lady in the thing, a lot of those suspected white supremacist females feel like that. Like, oh, all the black guys want me. No, we don't. Not really. No. No, when you all haggard and sloppy and broke brothers will fuck with you all day. But don't make that a black thing. That's a broke thing. You don't make it a black thing. It's a broke thing. Come on, she's voluptuous. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, man, you gotta see it, man. The denial is just intense. It's just this intense denial of systematic white supremacy. And there was a couple of guys on there talking about, people should get what they earn, I took a test to get a job and I scored high on the test and I went there and there were these black ladies who got the job over me. That affirmative action. First of all, and that's an old white supremacist talking point. Whenever they see some black people in a job that they want or they think they're supposed to get, look at the word suppose. automatically it's because of affirmative action. Whenever you see a black person in a position, oh, that affirmative action, maybe that black person was just smarter than you and better than you. Really? Yeah, that could happen. Maybe those black women at that job were just smarter and better than you. Ain't that a possibility? Suspected white supremacists? They don't want to deal with that. There's just some black people who there's some who are smarter than you. Ain't got nothing to do with affirmative action or nothing. Some are just smarter. Oh, I know it benefits white women more than any group. They love falling back on that affirmative action. Affirmative action don't do shit for black folks. Affirmative action don't do nothing for black folks. And again, that's just an old white supremacist talking point. Because, some black guy who scored lower than me got the job. How do you know what the dude scored? How would you know what that black person scored? How would you know that? You don't know. You're just projecting your own white supremacist ideology on that. And the white man, let me play the audio. Let me go to the website. I'm going to at least play the audio of this lady on the Whiteness Project. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay, hold on one second. I'm going to play the audio of it. Of the lady named Deanna, whatever her name is. But you got to see it. Because she's making it seem like she's goddamn...
If we're going to talk about black men in general, very beautiful people. So when you smile and you say hello, that's not an invitation to follow me, come to my door. I have a convertible to pull up next to me. I don't, I'm just being friendly. I would smile to a woman or a kid or a dog in the car, any person. They take that as a opening to approach. And as I said, as a voluptuous woman, I don't, I seem to, they seem to gravitate that way to me. And it's just not.
You gotta see what this woman looks like.
So, do I call it prejudice that I don't like that? I guess it is in a way. I don't like that. I'm afraid. So.
And afraid of what? Woman, brothers ain't gonna do nothing to you. This woman is talking like she's damn Scarlett Johansson or somebody. That delusional. And that's that whole street harassment thing, too. You notice that? That's that whole street harassment thing. See, that's why I get on any black person trying to regurgitate that white supremacist bullshit. That's that whole street harassment thing that they try to put on black men. I told y'all that whole street harassment nonsense, that's white supremacy just revamping some of their old black man rape bullshit. Richard Pryor made jokes about that. Go look at some of those old, or listen to some of those old Richard Pryor albums. He would say, yeah, we like to go out because old ugly white women trying to say niggas trying to rape them. So that's Richard Pryor would make jokes about that back in the day. But just the delusional, but just the delusions are just insane. Oh yeah, well she tried to clean it up at first. Yeah, black men, they're beautiful people, but she tried to clean it up at first. Very funny stuff. What's up? Who's calling?
This is Tremaine, also known as Night Honor.
What's your name? Night Honor?
Yeah.
Well, are you a goddamn superhero? Or shit? You got aliases and shit? Night Honor, what do you do, nigga?
That's a character from my own writing. I'm gonna write my own book.
Okay, yeah. Sound like you put on a cape and a mask and go start flying around the housing project stealing bitches' county checks, nigga. What kind of superhero are you? All right, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? Real quick.
2 questions for you.
Go ahead.
One of my questions is, since most white people come from a mulatto mating between the Moors and the Europeans, since most of them have that African genetics, why is the eugenic project targeting Africans? And my second question is, I'm from Khalid Muhammad. He was more of a Afrocentric, Black Panther, pro black, kill whitey type thing. But do you think he was an agent? And I noticed how his son is like the reverse of what he is. I noticed like his son doesn't even like acknowledge that he's the son of Khalid Muhammad. So I think his son is like a 180, and that kind of scares me because I want to grow up and raise my future son. When I have a son, I want to raise my son to be, Pan-African. I don't want my son to be to turn around and flip the script and become a pro-white or, coon.
Right. Well, I don't think Farrah is a coon. I don't think he's that. But, Farrah's just marketing himself a certain way because he understands the game. Because, Farrah, the brother, Farrah almost got shot with his dad. He was with his dad when his dad was shot. So I can understand Farrah kind of wanting to take a different route instead of going the uphill battle of black nationalism to a certain degree. Because that is an uphill battle and you can fight it from another angle. So I like Farrah Gray. I like what he's doing. He does a lot of productive stuff and a very positive brother. But I wouldn't necessarily call that brother a coon. Because, again, he wants to kind of downplay it. Because we have to understand this. And this is something that black folks got to understand. We want a lot of folks to ride for us, but we will not support them like we should. We need to support people who ride for us. Because the thing is, we'll ride for them to a certain degree. When everything is good, we'll cheer them on and chant them on. But when people need resources, when people need funding, all of a sudden we get to twiddling our thumbs. When cats start getting shot at and when the feds start targeting them and other agents start to target them, we kind of turn our back and say, oh, damn, I'm glad it's not me. So if we're going to support them, we got to support them all the way. If we're going to support their children, we need to support their children all the way. Nobody's taking care of Farrah. You understand that? Just like with Malcolm X kids, nobody was taking care of them. And again, our leaders, their children are targeted too. You understand that? They don't want nobody from that bloodline to rise up again. They don't want nobody who's from that lineage to rise up and say, hey, I want to be like my dad and I want to get the residual support and keep the momentum going of my dad's movement. They don't want that. That's why, like the King family, they boulay them
run
up.
out their own way, yeah.
Yeah,
but you could be an insider though. As one of my mentors myself has taught me, if you want to go into the agency, you should be keep knowledge of yourself, to the extent that you aren't brainwashed by their system, but be the insider that we need in their system. Be the agent of ours. That's what I'm trying to say.
But how is that person the agent of ours? How we don't fund them like we should, man. That's the problem. We got to fund our brothers and sisters who are doing stuff for the community. Black folks get real funny style about supporting people who do that. Black people, we got this shit where we got a bunch of demands, but you ain't backing those demands up and you're not supporting those demands. What we try to do is shame people into doing shit, and it don't work like that, man. It takes money, finances, resources, and real support. That's why, man, the people who killed Malcolm and the people who set up the Black Panthers, these people are walking around the black community now like nothing happened.
Yeah, that's true.
So we let a lot of fuckery go on without clearing that shit up in the black community. So we can't start barking our demands until we start taking care of the people who will carry out the demands. So we got to think in those terms too. But thanks for the call, fam.
But there you go.
All right, there you go, Dark Knight. Go save some goddamn hood rats, man. Put your cape on, Dark Honor. What's his name? What's up, German Shepherd? How are you? Yes, indeed. Capitalism is slavery, man. Now, it sounds like you trolling. Dude, that's killing us. That whole thing about not supporting each other, that's killing us, man. That's killing us. What's that? Wait. What'd you say about American Renaissance? Hold on. Because I can't see some of this shit that's popping up. What was that about American Renaissance? Wait. American Renaissance, March, great insight of modern white supremacists. Oh yeah, the American Renaissance. Y'all better I've been trying to tell y'all about the American Renaissance for years. You got to understand this. The white supremacists, they revamped their game, man. They've changed a lot of wording. Thank you very much, German. They've changed a lot of wording in their rhetoric. They're different organizations. It's not just Klan and Skinhead. The new organization that they got that has a big movement, it has a lot of momentum, the American Renaissance, ran by a white supremacist named Jared Taylor. And he has a lot of support. This dude does seminars all around the country. And they don't let you know that they're white supremacist seminars. They call it the American Renaissance. It's a very patriotic sounding name. They are straight up and down white supremacists. Google American Renaissance. And also, they talk shit about me in the movie. They talk shit about Hidden Colors, too. That website, they watch everything progressive popping up in the black community. They've said a lot of greasy shit about Hidden Colors on those websites, on the American Renaissance website. Anything, they watch the black community, and that's what the white supremacists will do. Any kind of black progress, they look out for, and then they'll try to sabotage it. Because that's the name of the game. Sabotaging black progress. Amren.com. AMREN.com. Oh yeah, they censor the chat room. Again, white supremacy is a real deceptive practice. So you can't have an equal conversation with equal minds. It has to be one-sided. White supremacy is a one-sided, unfair practice. That's what it is. Hold on. Let me get some calls. What's going on? Who's calling?
Yes, Mr. Tariq?
Yes, sir. Who is this?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is Nigel from Rochester, New York. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you? What's on your mind?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm glad I got to you, man. Yeah, I was just, I got a couple things I got to say. I saw an article about Darren Wilson, how they were talking about he was going to get off or whatever, because I guess because now he finally come out and says, oh, well, he tried to come for my gun. I guess repeating his things or whatever, I guess the media was saying, but, I mean, why wait till now? And that's not the interesting part about it. The interesting part was that this Hispanic lady had said something and about he was just doing his job, and the thing was that wasn't the part that bothered me. The part that bothered me was how the black folks were speaking on it, like speaking against the woman. I wasn't mad about. I mean, yes, what she said was very messed up. But what I was mad about was how black people act surprised when these other groups of people be saying this stuff out of their mouths.
Right.
I mean, I'm like, have y'all forgot? I mean, where we live at?
Yeah.
I said the only ones for black people are black people. I said, them trying to get it. I said, where was these so-called minorities at when we were going through, when our ancestors were going through in the civil rights movement? Where was they at? They was on the sidelines watching us do our work.
Yeah.
And so, it's just, I keep telling black folks, I said, why y'all trying to go in hard for them? They ain't trying to go in hard for us. Yeah. I mean, look, we getting shot up, getting killed, and all this stuff happening to us. They build the system basically to oppress us mostly, and they're nowhere in sight. We can go in hard for their little things, what they do, like with their little movements, but they'll never go in hard for us. Yeah. I keep telling black folks, y'all weak for that. And the world looks at you weak for that because y'all side with everyone.
Exactly.
Y'all need to stop doing that.
Yeah, that's
it makes us look weak.
Yes, thanks for the call, fam. Yeah. We got a real bad habit of jumping on everybody's bandwagon. That's that $2 hoe mentality. You know, and I talked about that on my show before. You just jump. A $2 hoe can be easily bought. And you'll never get respect being a $2 hoe, meaning that you'll just jump in bed with anybody for anything, anytime, anywhere, any movement. As long as you can be down, you'll jump in the movement. You'll never get respect that way. And it's so easy to get black folks to join the white supremacists to talk about, well, the blacks in Ferguson rioting. There was a riot. Where was that? The Pumpkin Riot. Where was that at? There was something called the Pumpkin Riot. Where is that? I think New Hampshire somewhere. There was some kind of pumpkin festival in a place called Keene, New Hampshire, last night, as a matter of fact. And it was like a pumpkin festival. And ain't no black folks out there. There's nothing but white folks. And they tore that place up out there. I don't know what for. They got rowdy for some reason and just had this big riot and just tore everything up. And the media downplays that. They downplay the shit out of that. There was another riot out here, the Huntington Beach one. There's a bunch of white teenagers busting up stores. There was like a whole bunch of skateboarders got together and just tore shit up out here. They downplayed the hell out of that. They downplayed the hell out of it. See, the thing is, and I always point out, when we talk about crime in America, black people, the reason why so many black people are in jail, not because of no damn single mothers, and not because of the motherfucker's dad wasn't there. That's bullshit. It's just black people are more criminalized for things that white people are not criminalized for. A bunch of black folks get out there and start tearing up shit. They're rioters, looters. Arrest all of them. You're going to be criminalized. You're going to bring out the National Guard. White folks do the same thing. Oh, they're just rowdy teens. Did you know there was a ball player down in Florida? Some white kids broke in his house. Some teens broke into the dude's house down in Florida. What was the ball player's name? I can't think of his name right now. They broke in his house, and they were like, damn, what the fuck y'all breaking in my house for? And they basically went and told the judge that, oh, we did it as a prank. Ray Allen, that's who it is, exactly. They broke into Ray Allen's house. And basically said, okay, yeah, we just doing a prank. And they just got like a fine. They ain't go to jail or nothing. Now, if a black person broke in somebody's house, got caught, and said, oh, I'm just joking, I'm just bullshitting, well, you're going to bullshit your ass in jail for the next 15 years. Oh, Google this if you think I'm bullshitting. Dude, white people get away with a lot of stuff in this country. Yeah, Google that. They broke into Ray Allen's house and said they just did it as a prank. But dude, Quan, the punishment was $1,000 fine. That's their punishment. They got a fine for $1,000. That was the fine they got. Because the judge bought that whole prank bullshit. Oh, yeah, and black folks get arrested. Y'all heard about the black dude was adopted. It was a black teenager adopted by a white family. And he was in the house. The neighbors thought he broke in the house and they went and arrest him. I mean, he's in his own spot. And I hate to laugh, but it's just like the white supremacy is so funny and sad at the same time, but it's just so blatantly funny. It's crazy. Man, it's crazy. Let's see who's on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
What's up, King Clay?
Hey, what's up, man? Who's this?
It's Neil out of ATL, homie.
Neil, how you doing, fam? What's on your mind?
Oh, not much, man. Just me and the chick sitting up, man, and we watched all three of you hitting this past weekend, man, and
cool.
I just want to sing you a shout out, man, and appreciate you for everything you do, homie.
Much respect, man. I'm gonna come out there to Atlanta pretty soon, man, and do a lecture because a lot of folks have been wanting me to come out, man. So I'm gonna keep you posted. All right.
I appreciate it, big bro.
Much respect. And a little bit later on tonight's show, there's a new episode of The Crispy Show, ladies and gentlemen. There's a new episode of The Crispy Show, and I will be playing that tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all stay tuned for a new episode of The Crispy Show, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be coming up pretty soon. All right? Hold on one second. So that's going to be fun stuff. That is going to be fun stuff. Hold on. Let's see who else we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Wayne from Riverside, man.
Hey, how you doing, man? What's on your mind?
Cool, man. I got this. I got a little bit of an issue, man. Some ladies tell me that I'm pushing the deal too much. But I want to know what you think. Okay, I have this thing where if I date a woman like more than twice or around 2 times, if they don't want to give me that, I'm kind of like I get turned off from them.
Mm.
And then when I talk to them, they're like, well, that's kind of scandalous, and that means I only want one thing, but I don't know. I mean, I tried to like go beyond that. I tried to, see it another way, but it is how I am, man. I just can't like after like twice of taking the chick out and spending my money and my time. It's like, you don't want to do it. I'm cool on you. Like, what do you think that is?
Well, you're just not ready for a relationship. Sound like you're just trying to get your dip in and just keep it pushing. You dig? And there's nothing wrong with that, but there might be some women out there who might be in the market of getting into a relationship, and if they see that you ain't really down for no relationship, I can understand women like, okay, I'm not trying to invest my time in you. So I would say, man, what you should stop doing is stop with the whole going out on the date thing. Because, see, when you go out on a date, that implies that you're trying to get to know somebody more on an intimate level. But if you're just really trying to get your dip in, just say, hey, man, you find a girl who's down to come by the crib. You go by her crib. Y'all ain't got to go all out and all that old lovey-dovey, kicking cans, holding hands shit. And y'all just hook it up like that. But when you start going on dates and, getting dressed up, she's getting dressed up, and y'all sitting around at Red Lobster or whatever, now that's kind of implying that you want something more. So you got to send the right messages. So if you're just trying to get your dip in, find some girls who are down with that. Because there's some girls who are down to get it in. And how old are you right now, fam?
29, man.
Okay.
But the thing is, brother Tariq, man, I'm, I feel like I am interested with the right woman to be in a relationship. But even on the relationship tip, like if I'm not getting after 2 days, I'm like, cool on it, man.
Yeah,
like,
but the thing, if you meet the right female, even if you ain't getting none right away, you just want to kick it with her and just kind of vibe with her, and the sex and all that shit is gonna pop off eventually. But you want to get to know her on a more intimate level anyway. If you're seriously thinking about getting with her as far as a relationship, you feel me? But you don't want to be no fence sitter, because women now, they can spot a nigga who's on the fence. That whole shit where niggas sitting on the fence, that's out right now. That's out the door, because niggas have been doing that for the last 40-something years. So now women want dudes who's on some definitive shit right now. Nigga, what do you want? What do you have planned? What do you have going on right now? Shit is rough out here, so motherfuckers need answers right now. And if you're like, well, I don't know, I'm kind of on a relationship, I'm on some ass though, dude, you got to step it up, dude, because what you're going to start doing is attracting a whole bunch of either wishy-washy females or women who see that you're not really serious, and they're going to start trying hustling you and trying to get over. You understand?
Yeah, I feel you. Can I ask you one more question, brother?
Go ahead, man.
Have you seen or kept up with the movie Dear White People?
I heard about it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's very interesting, man. It's about like college campus and they're addressing race issues on the campus. It's very interesting. The movie's pretty has a lot of powerful imagery in it, man. I think
Okay,
it's
so
worth checking it
you
out.
seen the whole movie?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I gotta peep that out. But again, man, if you ready for a relationship, start getting your shit together. Start getting your shit right. And nigga, is this you right here? Because this sounds like it's gonna be you pretty soon. Hold on.
Loving you, I see you soon. You're shining through on every table. It's filled with love with you. And every time we end, it's live in love with you. La la la, la la la, la 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 la. Do you do?
That high note kills me every time, man. That high note gets me. Man. But again, we're going to play a new episode of The Crispy Show in about 15 minutes. We're going to play that pretty soon. I'm not going to be on here too long because I got to watch Walking Dead. Walking Dead was great last week. That shit was excellent last week. Walking Dead was good. Now, speaking of coons, speaking of cooning. Now, you know, when white supremacy gets real heavy, and when it gets back to its raw form, the cooning starts real heavy. And like this gentleman was talking, and I wanted to make a point with this young man who called up. Black folks, especially black men, we got to get real serious about the way we handle our business. We got to get real serious about the way we handle our business. Because when we're not definitive, when we're half-assing, lollygagging, bull-jiving around, fucking around, the women in our community see this. And it's not a good look. We got to start displaying leadership skills. And it's too many black men out here who are just embarrassments at this point. I'm going to play that Cliven. Some of y'all who follow me on Facebook, I'm about to play that Cliven Bundy footage. Because there's cooning, but there's a whole different level of cooning that's out here now. Now, let me play this video. It's from Nevada. This dude, his brother, I think he's trying to run for office out there, some kind of city council, something like that. Now, the clip I'm playing is not a parody, because I played it and I showed some people on my Twitter and Facebook. Some people thought it was like a skit. This is not a skit. This is absolutely real. This is real, real. Cliven Bundy, as you know, he's a real dude. But I want y'all to see the level of cooning and the shamelessness of the cooning that this dude is doing. Because this kind of cooning it's funny, but it's scary that we have black folks who are willing to coon like this. No, he puts Larry Elder to shame, this dude. Because see, with Larry Elder, people like him, at least the coons for the last 20-something years, they try to hide their cooning behind some fake dignity. Well, I'm a conservative. But now the cooning is just straight out, just straight up and down, no chaser cooning. So look at this. This is an ad campaign.
In things racial, we have always been, and we, I believe, continue to be, in too many ways, essentially a nation of cowards.
Did he just call me a coward?
No, he just called all white folks cowards.
He must not know me.
You mean if somebody called you a racist, you wouldn't drop your head and be all scared and sad and run around here apologizing like them billionaire ball team owners did a little while ago?
No, I wouldn't, and I'm sick and tired of people that act like that.
Cliven, you know that political correctness, that's bad for America. A man ought to be able to say whatever he want to say.
That's exactly right. I know black folks have had a hard time with slavery, and you know, the government was in on it, and the government's in on it again. I've worked my whole life without mistreating anybody. A man ought to be able to express himself without being called names.
I hear you, Cliven, and I believe you. A brave white man like you might be just what we need to put an end to this political correctness stuff in America today.
Don't sell yourself short. You're taking a chance just being in my company.
I know. I'm as sick as you are. I feel shame when I hear black folks whining about white folks this, white folks that, always begging.
It's almost like black folks think white folks owe them something.
I know, I got an idea. Let's call Eric Holder out.
What do you mean?
Tell him you're a white man that's not scared to talk to him about race, and you know a black man that'll stand with you.
I like that idea. Mr. Eric Holder, this is one white man that's not scared to talk about race. I dare you to come to Las Vegas and talk to us.
And don't give us that you too busy stuff. You wasn't too busy to go to Ferguson, Missouri. My name's Kamal Bakari, and I'm running for Congress, District 1, and I want your vote. I'm not on the blue team, and I'm not on the red team. I'm on the independent American team. I want to talk about race and freedom. So Eric Holder, when you come to town, let me know, and bring Dina Titus with you. She's got a lot to answer for. I'm Kamal Bakari, and I approve this.
Dude. Oh, wow. Oh man. No, this is unfortunately is real. Where do they find coons like that? Because a lot of people were asking on my Facebook, and I was thinking the same thing. I've seen some coons. Where do they find niggas like that? Is there like a coon database somewhere that they have? Like, where do they find those type of coons? Oh my God. And it was just shameless cooning. It's just blatant, shameless cooning. Just not a drop of shame with the cooning at all. And that was real. That's a real dude. He's really running for office. As you know, Cliven Bundy is a real guy. But somebody said a coon factory. Just a factory of coons. Well, oh man. And Cliven Bundy, he's like, I know blacks had a hard time doing slavery. Okay. That's what, slavery's just a hard time? Oh, I know slavery was kind of inconvenient, I know. Oh, they killed me with that, trying to minimize slavery. And also, you see what they try to do? That's another white supremacist trick. They try to blame white supremacy on way long ago. Like, oh, that was way then. So, racism stopped with slavery. They love trying to bring up slavery as if that's the definition of what racism is. Racism, that's just one facet of racism. They leave out the black codes and the Jim Crow and everything else after slavery. This fool said, yeah, slavery was a hard time for blacks. Oh, okay. Let me just shake it off. Oh, my God. And another thing, y'all, watch the words. Because, see, people like him will try to trick you into believing what racism is and what racism is not. Well, I've gone all my life without mistreating anybody. That's another trick. See, look at the language he's using. See, just because a person didn't lynch a black person, that don't mean that he's any less of a white supremacist. You think, or he's trying to get you to think that white supremacy is just physically beating black people up and hanging them. And that's what white supremacy is. No, it's not. White supremacy is educational. You're disenfranchising people. You're denying resources, denying access to education, resources. Well, it's systematic deprivation, and anybody who participates in that, that's white supremacy racism. So watch the language. They try to trick you with the language. I never mistreated anybody, but I did vote to keep the Negroes out of the neighborhood. See, you're mistreating black people now by putting out that ad with those negative stereotypes about black people. That's hurting black folks. That's mistreating black people. You understand that? He's mistreating black people right there. Because now some idiot cop looks at this and it codifies his ideology and his negative images of black people anyway, goes out and kill a black person based on this rhetoric that's being put out there. That's very dangerous. And another thing Cliven said, you know, a man ought to be able to express himself without being called names. Translation, I should be able to call them niggers without any kind of repercussion. That's what he means. How come we can't call black folks niggers? Don't I have a right to do that? That's what that means, people. I want the right to call black folks niggers. And that what's the name? Kamari, whatever the guy's name. HBN, you want to call up? Call up. Because I got to go into that a little bit more. Yo, what's up? Who's calling? Hello? Player. Now, why are you calling up the show? Nigga, you taking a bath in there or something? What are you in there doing? Nigga, you in there listening to some Johnny Taylor records? How old are you, nigga? That nigga got Johnny Taylor records in the background. This old ass moist nigga. Fuck out of here. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. The dude's messing up my flow. I know niggas got old blues records playing in the background. I'm gonna play the new Crispy Show episode in a minute. Don't go nowhere. I'm about to play it in a minute. But another thing, again, now the black dude again, now mind you, the white supremacists wrote his shit for him. But just the fact that he would do it, I'm not giving him a pass. I don't like the shadow box. The white supremacists wrote that script for him to say. But just the fact that he would do it, he did it with pleasure. That Negro had a great time talking that shit he was talking. But he was like, oh yeah, all these black folks just begging. Who are black people begging? Black people are begging who for what? Please tell me who black people are supposed to be begging. Who are we begging and what are we begging for? All these black folks begging. White supremacists love the thought of black people begging and begging and begging. Who are we begging? We know they ain't giving us nothing. I want to know who we're begging and for what. He worked hard for that buttermilk biscuit. And Cliven, the black folks, they seem to think we owe them something. That's in your white supremacist mind. That's your mind. Well, you do. This country does owe black people something because black people have been systematically disenfranchised, but black people are not pushing for you to give them something. What makes you think black people are... You do owe black folks something now. Let's be very clear. You do, but black people ain't really hollering at you about that. So where are you getting all this, the black folks act like we owe them something? Unfortunately, black people are very passive about what we should get. Black people are like, okay, we ain't getting none, so we're just trying to live our lives. Black people are not really pushing to get nothing from nobody. Because, see, in that whiteness project, they were saying the same thing. You notice that a lot of the white supremacists, these people sit around and they have this whole imaginary scenario about black folks sitting around trying to get something from them. That's that guilt kicking in. That ain't nothing but straight up guilt chipping them in their ass. That's that guilt telling them that. Because deep down they know. Deep down they know. I always ask people when they say, well, y'all blacks act like we owe you something. Who? Well, Al Sharpton, no, stop right there. Just stop. When you say Al Sharpton, you ain't serious. You just regurgitating some Fox News bullet points because Al Sharpton is not nobody's leader. Al Sharpton is somebody that you guys put out there. When they start talking about Al Sharpton, they're just trolling and bullshitting. When they start talking that Al Sharpton shit, there you go. Okay. You're just running your mouth. Al Sharpton is not my leader. He's not the leader of black people. You won't even find nobody who says that Al Sharpton is my leader. That's the person that you guys put out there on television. But when you do want to get technical with it, technically you do owe black people something because other groups got reparations and things that were given to them based on the mistreatment by the federal government. Black people have been mistreated and disenfranchised across the board by the federal government in every facet of society. Housing, education, labor, law, prison, everything. And have not gotten one thing to compensate and correct that. So there is something owed. When the Japanese were put in those internment camps during World War II, Japanese people, shout out to George Takei, he talks about this a lot, the great actor George Takei. Japanese got money for that. All of the Native American groups, all of these different groups of people got compensated for their mistreatment. And black people are told, well, that was long ago. Don't act like we owe you something. Get over it. So a lot of black folks are like, okay, we know you ain't gonna give us nothing, but then for you to come back and start criticizing black people for something that we're not really complaining about, now you're doing too much. Yeah, Ziggy, I talked about that earlier. That's why I say black folks, look, if they're going to complain anyway, I'm like, fuck, that's why I did a show about reparations. Hell, if they're going to complain and whine about you anyway, hell, go for yours. Start campaigning, shit. But you got to be in a position to issue some type of punishment, and that punishment could be your own economic boycott. That could be the punishment. See, we got to be in a position to say, okay, look, if you don't give us our some paper that we're owed, we're going to make sure your businesses are shut down. We're all going to get together, and we're not going to patronize none of your businesses until we get paid. We're going to make sure them shits are shut down. We shutting down all of it. We could do it. You could do it. The thing is, black folks are too spoiled. Black folks are too comfortable to really go for theirs. And that's not the... You're spoiled with raggedy bullshit. You're not even spoiled in a good way. Black folks are spoiled. You give black folks rims and they'll keep their goddamn mouth shut. You give black people a handbag and hair weave and they're good. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, yo, Flex, what's going on? It's Seth from New York. How you doing, fam?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man? What's on your mind?
Chilling. I wanted to ask you something real quick. Did you hear about the Eric Garner case with the lawyer Rubenstein, the Jewish guy to be like the civil rights for like black people and stuff? They actually have some funniness going on with that case right now because he was going to represent Eric Garner, but now this white lady comes out and says that he raped her. So now, so this is some funny shit. Like it happened like last week, and I mean, I wanted to know like what's your thoughts on that, because I think they tried to fuck him over because so that way he can't have like a guy like that, because you know if he was going to represent him, I mean that case was going to win. So if you don't have him, who are you going to get? The guy that the one from Trayvon Martin. So I just wanted to know like your thoughts on that.
Yeah, please don't get Benjamin Crump. Shit. But that's
exactly.
Thanks for the call, man. But yeah, that's a tactic. What they do, man. That's that slander tactic. When people come out, they try to slander them and discredit them. You know, they tried to do the same thing with Johnny Cochran. Johnny Cochran, the great lawyer, great brother. During the OJ trial, Geraldo's ass, with his little punk ass, Geraldo has done a lot of real fuck shit. Geraldo, that's when he used to try to pretend he was all liberal and all that, and then the little white supremacists, the suspected white supremacists came out of him. Because he used to go around there, I'm half Puerto Rican and Jewish and all that. Okay, all right. Watch out for that, too. When people start trying to act like they're not white supremacists by throwing up their ethnicity. Well, my grandmother's black. My great-great-grandmother is Puerto Rican. I couldn't be a racist. Don't let them run that con game on you. But Geraldo hated Johnny Cochran because Johnny Cochran was the dude. Johnny Cochran had a mouthpiece on him. Geraldo got a whole bunch of women and tried to get these women to say that Johnny Cochran somehow assaulted them and Johnny Cochran had somehow verbally abused them. He was going out of his way to try to smear the image of Johnny Cochran. And he was literally trying to get the women to say, well, did he beat you? Did he abuse you? No. You sure he didn't? Did he hit you? I mean, did he push you? No. He was doing his best to try to get some kind of dirt on Johnny Cochran to smear that brother's name. Because Johnny Cochran was giving them that heat. Johnny Cochran was giving them that heat. And do you know, during the OJ trial, Johnny Cochran got more death threats than OJ Simpson. A lot of folks don't know that. During the OJ Simpson trial, in the mid-90s, Johnny Cochran got more death threats than OJ Simpson. That's why at the end of the OJ Simpson trial, around the end of it, Johnny Cochran had to get the Nation of Islam to escort him in and out of the courtroom. If you guys are old enough to remember that. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. He had to get the Nation of Islam to escort him in and out. Because he was getting death threats on a regular basis because he was giving them that damn work. And he got OJ off too. And I think they might have low-key killed our brother Johnny too, because Johnny was a beast as far as the legal profession. Johnny was a beast with it. But again, they'll do that to try to slander. When they want to get somebody and they get another person who's thorough, they'll try to slander everybody. That's another white supremacist trick. They'll try to slander everybody. Now what they do, they'll get black folks to try to slander you. So it's real heavy stuff. What's up, man? What's TJ doing? No, I was going to go to the bank earlier, but they were taking too long at the ATM. What, you ordering something?
Yeah.
What you ordering? A cookie?
Papa John says a cookie bar.
Man, please. You don't need no cookie.
Show it.
Hey, Simba the Simp. I don't know what happened to Simba, man. I've been wanting to know what happened to the little brother, man. I haven't heard from him, man. I think some white woman got him and just he's tricking off his little money or something right now. I don't know what happened to him. So everybody, y'all ready for the new episode of The Crispy Show? Hold on, let me let everybody know. Y'all ready for a new episode of The Crispy Show? If you're ready for the new episode of The Crispy Show, everybody press 2. If you're ready for the new Crispy Show episode. And again, we got a YouTube, we got a YouTube page for The Crispy Show. Go to YouTube and type in The Crispy Show and subscribe. But y'all ready? We're going to play right now, ladies and gentlemen, a brand new episode. There you go. America's new favorite web series. And I got another web series that we're going to start working on because we're doing comedy. And we're going to start working on a drama web series. And I'm getting some stuff written and we're writing. I'm going to keep you guys posted on that. I think I'm going to have an Indiegogo for that too, just in case some people want to become executive producers. But we're going to really make this web series pop off that we have. And it's like a crime drama. It's a real good idea that we have. So let's get right into it. Y'all ready for The Crispy Show? Ladies and gentlemen, here is episode 2 of The Crispy Show.
You want to see a person who hates his race and you're looking high and low? Well, look no further, you're in the right place. Welcome to The Crispy Show.
What up, everybody? What up, everybody? How you doing, boys and girls? It's Crispy and The Crispy Show, everybody! And I'm broadcasting again from the Struggle Mansion. How you doing, everybody? Anyway, everybody, today's show, everybody, is brought to you by the letter B, everybody. And what are some of the words that start with the letter B, everybody? Well, bald spot. That's one of the words that start with the letter B. See, Crispy has a bald spot coming in because I'm losing my hair, everybody. What are some other words that start with the letter B, everybody? Black bitches. You know Crispy hate those raggedy black bitches, don't you, everybody? What are some other words that start with the letter B, everybody? Beat down. Because Crispy will beat down one of these raggedy black bitches, everybody! Anyway, though, everybody, on a serious note, everybody, last week, Crispy had a little drug relapse, everybody. I was live on the air, and I had a drug relapse, everybody, and I said and did some things that were not conducive to the way a puppet should act on the air, everybody. I conducted myself a certain way, everybody, and I said certain things, everybody, that I should not have said, everybody. And Crispy would like to apologize, everybody. I will try my best not to conduct myself in that manner again, everybody. But you have to understand, everybody, that the root of some of the anger that I have, everybody, and the root of some of my drug use, everybody, I suffer from premature hair loss, everybody. That's right, everybody. I have what's called a fucked up hairline, everybody. And this fucked up hairline and hair loss and my declining bald spot, everybody, this has hindered me through a lot of my endeavors throughout my life, everybody. And this is something that I've been struggling with for a long time, everybody. I'm trying to be strong, everybody. I ain't gonna break down on this goddamn air, everybody. Anyway, everybody, I'm trying to cope with it, everybody. I'm not gonna let it ruin all of my endeavors, everybody. Because this bald spot and this hair loss has been ruining my endeavors, everybody. I'm not gonna let that continue to happen, everybody. So right now, everybody, I've been in rehab right now, everybody. I'm 7 days clean, everybody. I'm taking things one day at a time, everybody. Part of my sobriety is to learn how to accept my flaws and learn how to embrace my flaws, everybody. And that's what I'm doing, everybody. I'm embracing my flaws, everybody. And I'm using my flaws to give me strength, everybody. I'm embracing my flaws, everybody. So what I've done now, everybody, I've recorded an album. The name of the album is called Moist After Midnight, everybody. And the first single and video from the album is a song I just recorded called My Bald Spot's Calling, everybody. Now sit back and I hope you enjoy, everybody.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Crispy, everybody. And I want to make sweet love to one of you ladies, everybody. So don't look at my hairline, look at my heart, everybody. Which one of you ladies want to come in my bedroom, everybody? I'll take any one of you, except one of you raggedy black bitches, everybody. Listen to this now. My hairline's falling, and I have nothing to save it. Oh, there ain't no more stalling. I'm trying to decide if I should save it, baby. Everybody, I put a do-rag around my fucked up hairline. You won't forget it, baby, and I hope it don't get wet, baby. It's unbelievable how my hairline is falling from me. I can just hear it falling, falling, falling. My bald spot is calling for you. You can see my scalp, baby. My bald spot is calling for you. Everybody. My bald spot is calling for you. I got a fucked up hairline. My bald spot is calling for you. Everybody. Look at my taco meat. 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 Bitch, look at my taco meat. Look at my taco meat. My ball spot is falling, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. My ball spot is calling. My hair's a million miles away. Yeah. My ball spot is calling. My hair's falling on my face. Yeah. My ball spot is calling. I hate you raggedy ass black bitches. My ball spot is calling for you. My hair is gone away. My ball spot is calling.
There you go. That's the that is the latest episode of the Crispy Show. Oh God. Oh man. There it is. That is the Crispy Show. Let me give y'all the yeah, that new Moist After Midnight album is gonna be hot. I can't wait till that come out. Man. Let me give y'all the link to the page where y'all can see this video. Let me see. Do I need to sign in? Hold on. Log in or sign up. Hold on. Wait 1 second to delete. All right. All right. Okay, hold on. My chat is acting up real quick. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. My chat is acting up a little bit. Trying to log in. Restore chat. Log in. Sign up. Hold on 1 second. Let me log in. There it is. All right. Let me see if I can. All right. There we go. Let me give y'all the link. Let me see if this will work. Can y'all see that link, family? All right. Man. All right, that's the link. Can y'all see that link? That's the page. Y'all go subscribe to the Crispy Show page on YouTube. We post the link up again. Okay, there you go. All right, that's the YouTube link. That is the YouTube link. Man. There you go. Cool. Now let's see what's going on. What's up? Who's calling?
What's good, Tariq?
What's up? Who's calling?
This D Payne from San Antonio, Texas, man.
How you doing, D-Pain? What's on your mind, man?
Oh man, nothing much, man. Sure, I got a quick. I want to know your thoughts on this, man.
Go ahead.
Just moved from Little Rock, Arkansas to San Antonio, Texas about a month ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just been out here, man. People are saying out, man, be cheating at the clubs and whatnot, man. And I've noticed something, man, that the girls out here, like the Mexican girls, man, they hold on. The phone, the computer messes up on. Like the girls out here, man, like they like black dudes out here a lot, man. Like they bold with it. They come out and say it. Like I was at the club one night and these Mexican dudes try to holler at them, and they just say, I told them, like, I only fuck with niggas, like straight up and down, like NIGGAS, like straight up. And the Mexican dudes drove off mad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I kind of realized, I'm like, these Mexican dudes, they hate when black dudes holler at they women. So what are your thoughts on that, man? Like, what's going on with that, man?
You know, it's like whatever. A lot of groups, and I had a guy call up last week, and I talked about that, because he wanted to get at some black girls, and he basically said just for sex. I said, okay, that's fine, but don't get mad when brothers start running up in some of your women, because y'all do get mad when brothers do that. So it is what it is. My thing is, let's not get caught up on that thinking that we've reached some type of plateau of freedom and equality, because we get stuck on that. If we can have sex with somebody from another race, we think that's some form of equality, and people would jump out of bed with us and still practice group economics with their group, and we're still left holding the bag. Because let me tell you something, just because those Mexican girls be putting chocolate rain up in their throats or whatever, they will still go and look out for their own community at the end of the day. So let's not get confused by that. That's all I got to say. You can date whoever you want to date, but still don't get confused and think that you so-called integrated, because people will still practice group economics against you. Thanks for the call. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man. Yeah. Rosarita, she's not going to sell her people out. You know, she ain't selling her whole community out, because, again, the Mexican community, they're still very family-oriented. You say debate a talk show host like Joe Rogan? Debate him on what? I don't know what his views are. So it depends on what his views are. Because when people say debate somebody, I don't know what they debate him just for the sake of debating him. I mean, do I disagree with his views? What does he have that I disagree with? Because there might be some people who have the same ideology I have. What's up, Aki J? So what's Joe Rogan's ideology? I don't know what his ideology is. Molyneux, he's a white supremacist? Okay. Yeah. Over in Africa, man, some South African, this former leader in South Africa, he was accused of trying to poison the water in certain areas in South Africa of Africans. He was trying to kill them. Tristan Thompson, haven't heard of him. I haven't heard about the Warrior Conference. I haven't heard about that. I should get Fonte on the show. I like their stuff. Yeah, I like Fonte's stuff. And Eric Robeson, all those guys. Aki said you don't need to be dealing with Ace. I know dudes are campaigning for Aki. Hey, what's up, Ola? Everybody shout out to Ola. Ola in the house. All right, what's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what up, Tariq?
What's up? Who's calling?
Yeah, this is Cornelius. Texas. What's going on, man? quick thing, man.
What's your name, brother?
Cornelius.
Cornelius. Okay, brother, you and that phone. But what kind of phone you got, man?
It's that Metro, man.
God damn, man. You sound like you got an earpiece on and there's a Q-tip in your ear, nigga, and it's cuddling with the phone. What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
I'm good now.
What's on your mind, Cornelius?
So, the cat, shout out to the dude who did the 6 women kind of was connected to Ms. Jones, right?
Who?
He did like a little troll thing, like the story file.
Okay, yeah.
So I've seen where a lot of those people, even the dudes, are connected through that National Association of Black Journalists. Because one of the cats is Ramani Jones, even though he doesn't say much about him. A lot of the women and dudes who do slander you on Twitter, a lot of those cats connected to that.
Oh, really?
And I was like, how do I know so many people? And then when he posted that story file, all those people went to the conference last year.
Oh.
Then once I started seeing some of the dudes, I was like, some of the dudes will be on Twitter talking greasy too.
Yeah.
So if you go look at the list of names and go to that National Black Journalists Conference every year, or National Association of Black Journalists, you'll see a lot of those cats who are on Twitter slandering you. And they might be in those meetings, talking about you something. This is odd that a lot of them have the same opinions about it. I'm like, man, that's weird. And then it just made sense. All of them go to that conference every year.
National Association
of Black Journalists.
I'm about to look that up. Yeah, man, that's heavy. Black journal. I want to look into that because my man who wrote that article, he put some shit together that I didn't even see, which was heavy.
Yeah,
man. Because those people are connected. Because again, when they start slandering me, it's a little too coordinated. It's like all of them do it at the same time. It's very coordinated, and I'm like, who's orchestrating this shit? And a lot of this stuff is starting to come to light because these people don't do shit for black folks. They don't do one goddamn thing but sit up on Twitter and gossip and run their mouths. So we need to know who these people are who are not doing stuff but slandering those who do. So that's good information. I'm going to look into that, man. Thank you for the call, fam.
Indeed.
National Association of Black Journalists. Who funds that? I'm looking at the website now. I wonder who's funding that. I'm looking at it now. I'm about to get into that. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. I'm going to get into that because we got to watch out for some of these organizations and some of these black folks who are part of these organizations who get access to like Negro media. I call them Negro media outlets, meaning that they're the black version of white corporations. You got to look out, and we got to start side-eyeing a lot of black folks who work for these places because, again, these people are the so-called voices of black folks, but they don't deal with black folks in the street. They don't deal with the everyday average black person. They don't really talk to black folks. They don't really do anything for the average black person. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to see who's who out here. We got to see what's what out here. Yeah, man, it might be this Boule connected thing. Yeah, that Goldie Taylor lady, she stays saying little slick shit about me on Twitter. Goldie says a lot of little slick shit about me on Twitter. I don't know that woman from a can of paint. She's always saying something real slick. And she got fired, huh? Yeah, a lot of these people, you know what, they're mad at me because they're dependent on these jobs and I have such a strong grassroots following where I ain't got to kiss nobody's ass like they do. Oh, Tristan, he's a basketball player, kissed the white woman on TV and the white supremacists got mad. Y'all know a 17-year-old brother got lynched, literally lynched. He was hung. Where was that? Was it North Carolina? Because they said he was dating a white girl and the brother straight up got lynched like last week. Oh, that dude. I posted that link up on my site. There's a dude who's running for office, Tom Corbett. That's his name. What's his name again? Tom Corbett. What city is that? What city is Tom Corbett in? He's this conservative politician. He's running for office in, I can't think of the city it's in. But he's trying to get the black vote. And I guess the people in the community, the black folks don't want to vote for him because, he don't give a shit about black folks. And he needs that little, I think it's a very close margin. So he needs these black votes or whatever. So, is the governor of Pennsylvania? So the guy, the politician, instead of actually going out and talking to black folks, forming a bond with black folks, this motherfucker photoshopped some black folks in a picture. He gets some stock pictures of black people, like it was like a black lady. He photoshopped her picture in a picture with him and some other white people and got caught. Somebody said, wait a minute, this shit look kind of familiar. It looked familiar, and he got like white supremacy is so funny sometimes. It's hard to get mad at it. He photoshopped some black pictures. You're like, what? Meet with niggas? Oh no. Crank that Photoshop up. We'll just add some in the picture. Oh, I'm not gonna go meet with none, no. He photoshopped a black woman in the picture. Oh, it was hilarious, and they caught him. Oh man. Yeah, James Earl put the link up. Good looking out. I didn't know he was the governor. I didn't know he was running for governor. Hold on, let me look at. I didn't know he was running for governor. Oh wow. When I first saw the story, I didn't really read the whole thing. I'm thinking he was like some kind of small time, local, small time dude, like city council. I didn't know this motherfucker was the governor. Wow, I didn't know that. So the governor of Pennsylvania did this old slick shit. And that's the article right there. So instead of reaching out to black folks, he just said, well, I photoshopped them niggas in the picture, but damn if I meet up with him. To trick people into making believe that he was more inclusive. But yeah, man, a brother was straight up lynched last week, man. So the shit is real out here. Shit is real out here, family. Anyway, but my show, The Walking Dead, is about to come on, family. It's been real. What I'll do, I have the music going on for you tonight. We'll get the music playing so people can chop up game among yourselves. Don't forget, go right now to hiddencolorsfilm.com. Also, what I want you to do, go to maclessons.com. For those who have not heard some of my pay-per-view specials from maclessons.com, I want y'all to listen. One of my favorite pay-per-view specials that I did was one called Black Secret Societies. That's one of my best ones that personally for me, because this is information that has never really been talked about openly. Only a handful of people have spoken about certain black secret societies. One person is the great late Steve Coakley. But I want y'all to listen to my Black Secret Society pay-per-view special where I talk about black secret societies. And it's very important you know who they are and who the potential black secret society members can be, because now the cooning is at an all-time high right now. So we need to know who's who. So go to maclessons.com and check out my pay-per-view special, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to keep the music going. So y'all wait about 30 seconds. Don't go nowhere. We're going to come right back with the music. So don't go nowhere.